Hello everyone and welcome to my second New World video. As you might already know, I am Sea Monkey and today I'm going to go over how to level your stone cutting more efficiently. So I'm going to go ahead and skip right to the most important info for you. To level your stone cutting faster, this is what I recommend. Number 1, cut flawed gems and stone bricks until you're level 50. Number 2, at level 50, cut uncommon gems, those are the green ones, until you're level 100. Number 3, at level 100, cut brilliant gems, the blue ones, until you're level 150. And finally, number 4, at level 150, you can cut pristine gems, and every 4 pristine gems or so that you cut will level you up 1 time. From here, things get a lot more grindy, but you can definitely level up by still cutting brilliant gems, but from here, you can already cut any kind of gem. Now, we've had some recent patches that changed the way you can level up your trade skills, so that might affect this a little bit. I did write this all out prior to the patch. I haven't tested it a whole lot afterwards, but this guide should still hold up pretty well. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about how you can actually do this. So first, you're going to need to acquire either flawed, normal, or brilliant gemstones. The only way that has any semblance of efficiency is actually through mining, and more specifically mining silver, gold, or platinum ores. So if you're a high level miner, you're off to a great start. If not, don't worry, silver is mineable at level 10, so as long as you've so much as looked at a rock in New World, chances are you're at least level 10. Also bear in mind you will need wisps, essence, and quintessence, so as you level up, if you're not high level in Arcana, you will have to purchase those materials. Alright, so silver, gold, and platinum are the best rocks to mine because they very commonly drop uncut gemstones for you, and much more so than iron, star metal, or orichalcum. Not to mention silver can be quite common, and the nodes for these precious metal ores are oftentimes completely uncontested, so you need to mine silver, gold, and platinum. Next, we want to boost our chances of actually acquiring these gems from the ores. So we're going to do that by going to the auction house, going to the perks, and select reinforced mining luck. Then we want to go to armor. From here, the best thing you can do is filter by tier, find the highest tier armor you can wear. That will generally have the highest percentage of mining luck, but go ahead and just take a look at the top few and buy something cheap for yourself. Don't worry about that light, medium, or heavy armor, as this is only going to be for gem collecting and not for intense battles. Once you have a full set of armor, find yourself an amulet. Remove the reinforced mining luck perk and select the adored mining luck perk. You can then go back to the original auction house menu and it should only show you amulets, as those are the only pieces that can carry that perk. Find an amulet with the highest percentage of luck you can find and grab it. If it's too expensive for your taste, you can do without it, but it certainly helps and you'll be able to make up your costs soon. Not to mention you can keep that piece forever as a part of your mining kit until you get something better. Next, we want a little extra boost with some mining food. So go to the main auction house menu, go to the consumables, trade skill, bonus foods, and then mining. Under here we have a lot of potato recipes, and here you can filter by price and see what's the cheapest. Sometimes you can get some good high tier foods for pretty cheap, not to mention they last a pretty long time too. Grab a couple if you can and you should be good to go. You now have your character set up to be as lucky as possible while mining. There are of course trophies and 4 bonuses, but these are the cheapest ways to maximize your luck for mining. If you feel so inclined, grab yourself a mining luck trophy and some proficiency booster potions to help increase the amount of goods you harvest. I'm not sure if proficiency boosters actually increase how many gems you collect, but feel free to let me know in the comments if you have any idea. Alright, so we know what to mine and we know what to wear and eat. Now it's time to get out there and actually go do it. Depending on your level, you may be limited to where you can realistically go and do this. For this, I recommend googling the New World Online interactive map. This is a great tool to use, and you can filter by just the precious metal ores and the city boundaries, so you can find yourself high concentrations of nodes in an area that you can realistically handle enemies in. Depending where you're at in your stone cutting, you may need to find yourself the flawed gems first. For this, you'll want to find yourself as much silver as possible. If you need some common gemstone, go for gold ores and silver ores, and if you need brilliant and pristine gems, platinum is the way to go. Once you find your route, it's time to get mining. Don't forget to eat your potatoes before you start, and it wouldn't hurt to plan a route that goes through villages so you can loot some supply crates for extra solvent. And if you don't do this, it's okay because solvent is cheap on the market. And here's a little pro tip for you. If you need crafting components like solvent, tannin, sandflux, etc., people oftentimes sell the higher tier components for cheaper than the lower tier. Why? Because everything's a lie and nothing is real. Moving on. Now that you filled up your inventory full of cool rocks, take it back to the town and start cutting them. As soon as you can move on from cutting flawed gems, start cutting normal gems. You get nearly 10 times the experience for cutting normal gems as you do flawed gems, and if you can fuse your gems to make a better one, do that too. It also gives you a ton of experience. This is by far the best way to get your stone cutting leveled up. Make sure that as you do level up to 50 and 100 that you move on to the next tier of gemstone cutting, as lower tier items will halt your progress significantly. You can sometimes sell these gems on the auction house. Depending on how busy your server is, it might be easier or harder. Onyx is always a popular stone, so if you can, I recommend selling those, and it's not a bad idea to use the rest of your gems for leveling your jewel crafting. And that's it. If you have any good pro tips for this, leave them in the comments for anyone else watching so we can help each other improve. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I appreciate every single view and every single subscriber out there. It means so much to see my little channel growing, and as always everyone, I am Sea Monkey and I'll see you out there.